Hello everybody! Welcome back! Welcome back, hope you're doing well. Welcome to Walpurgis night. Just making sure we're all set up and ready to go. Hello everybody! Hello, hello! Hope everybody's doing well. Not gonna... I know that's the big question. Let's not. We're just gonna move past the gacha. I don't like gacha. And I don't want... Listen to me. If your rolls didn't go well, it's okay. It's very, very, very okay. I don't want you feeling bad about it or anything. Gachas... an inherently... not very nice way of delivering rewards. And there's a lot of things they do to make it feel really good when you pull the units, but it's okay. You don't get them. And they come back, it'll be okay. Alright? So I saved doing the full up tie. So we'll do that in a second. I don't know what kind of an event we're walking into. This was I was kind of looking at, it depends what the strengths and weaknesses are. If one of them is still sort of a multi-wave fight, I was in a certain time limit. I was sort of looking at Baus, Ryoshu, Ishmael, Rodion, Sinclair obviously, and Otis, the idea being they can all mostly fulfill, except for Sinclair actually, the Pride Resonance. And then otherwise, we can also get Wrath Resonance for Sinclair, but we'll see. The problem is super lacking on Gluttony on the team, but not terrible here. And then there's some stuff I'm unsure, like, because of the lack of glue, maybe the HD Hongmu might be better. But because I haven't gotten to play with the units yet, I don't know how bad the sanity loss feels. I thought this will depend on the kind of fight. But we'll see, it might be okay. We'll just see how it goes, and then depending how long this event takes, maybe we'll do we'll try out the new Mirror dungeon. But first, we will do Uptype 4, but let's do the Uptype 3 story. So much thread. The animation that they do with the light on his glasses looks so good. Oh no! Can we... Let me in. Okay, we're good. You know, you could try different kinds of tea once in a while. Is my sangwacha really that delicious? Master answers teasingly, as though I was asking him the most obvious question in the world. My Sunbae will be back from a contract soon. I opened the window wide for her return. Sunbae said she'll be making a quick stop at the workshop, so I don't suppose she'll be long. Days without contracts were always so peaceful. Chatting about the day-to-day goings-on with my master while sipping on a cup of sangwacha. Worrying about our next month's rent with my Sunbae. I should be here any minute. It was a warm and gentle hour, not unlike the cold dawn of our office's namesake. I enjoyed that hour. I was making decent progress as a fixer, too. Under the skillful guidance of my master, I learned the basics of being a fixer, things I should know if it was really serious about working in this field, and the tricks of using Stigma Workshop's weapons. Whichever contract we picked up, we managed. It was mostly thanks to my master and Sunbay's excellent skills, but still. Results begot recognition, and I naturally rose through the fixer ranks. A proof that I was slowly bettering myself. But didn't really get to do anything in this contract either. My master was once a prominent fixer during the Smoke War. My Sunbay once took care of an urban legend contract all on her own. Between these two giants of our Dawn office, my earnest efforts amounted to nothing but a struggle to not fall behind. The two of them always assured me that I wasn't useless, that I was helpful, but all that reassurance rang hollow. We got the invitation? It's that Irvin Plague, the library, isn't it? Will I be going with you? Am I even going to be of any help to you two there? My self-doubt grew with no end. And with it, my faith in the two of them did as well. Too much. I guess I won't have to do much more than provide them some basic support. The faith that the two of them had this in the bag, that wasn't really that necessary. And with such shallow, selfish presumption, I walked into the library. My master, who was so worried about me to the end, my Sunbay, refused to blame me for anything nor show any fear in the face of the end. Even fixers of the affiliate office who offered me help. All were vanquished by the library. Each and every one of them turned into a book. Everyone I'd grown so used to being there for me were gone. I alone survived. I consider if there's any point in me going back in there to fight them. The fabricated heart isn't so bad. No, it can't be. I consider escaping, reporting everything I've seen here to an association, and asking them for help. That would be the most logical thing to do, right? You're right. No one really understood my true feelings. Fear grips me. It holds me back from moving on. I slowly retreat. Will this path really bring me nothing but suffering? A beautiful voice whispers comfort in my ears with every withdrawing step I take. Then, all of a sudden, I begin to wonder if everything I'd ever done were nothing more than self-serving justifications. And with it comes the inkling of an understanding that I'll never be able to forge on so long as I continue protecting and embellishing myself with the shield of others. That the right path is the honest forward path, not the stuttering retreat disguised as selflessness. Accept that I wasn't even on a righteous path. That I am a squalid, hideous person. I admit it. I admit that I'm as uncaring and selfish as any other city dweller. And I cease my retreat. If I were to close my heart to everyone else, turn my back on them, I truly love myself more. I don't know. I just don't know. Shield my eyes from apprehension. Plug my ears from the beautiful voice. Shut my mouth from the lies that I do this out of altruism. I convince myself that the unembellished reality is no more heartless than my self-serving daydreams. And turn to face the battlefield I'd fled from. How unfortunate. The child failed to reveal his truth self, even fell short of full self-restraint. Oh, it's the music! Oh. just want to hear this for a second. I love we just get a few lines from Carmen there. And her impressions on all this. No one's going to cry on behalf of my sorrow. At the end of the day, this pain is my responsibility to bear. Because it is an indelible stigma. If only the child gave greater care to his own emotions. He faced his feelings and all of its hellish flames and honed it all into the form of a tool. The child failed to reach his pure self. Instead, he remained the form of a human and directed the tip of his sword against his enemies. That's okay. I once knew a child who was very much like him. A child who, even for a fleeting moment, reached the apex. That child also ignored me the first time, only to lend me his ears later. They are very similar to one another, though I suppose a similar end shall await this one at the end of his path. The child will eventually give up on forging onward, and he will retreat once again. I mean, at this point, it's the teleporter, right? It wasn't really his fault. You're wrong, Miss Carmen. I'm afraid. I'm so afraid that I want to let go of this blade and flee this place at this very moment. But I don't want to linger here any longer. But that path is such a painful one to walk. I wish that he wouldn't subject himself to such suffering. The child, now freed from his shell, dangerously attempts to reach for the heavens when he has but a lone wing. Not knowing that his shaky consciousness was the only thing keeping his wing intact, and the flames that devoured his emotions as fuel. He confidently regards the children of the library, his sword arm outstretched to meet the reception. This feeling, this destiny bestowed upon me. I have to soar. I will break this shell that stands in my way. I'll break it altogether and soar to a higher place. How long will it be until that solitary wing of vanity melts into nothingness under the cascading emotions? There's no way to know for now. But on the day of your wings melting, on the day of your fall, heed my words once again, dear child. I love that. That was a good one. I mean, it's just nice to see. I mean, I know this is Sinclair, but there's a lot of Philip in there too. It's always just nice to see stuff from a different perspective, and I just love every little bit we get of Carmen herself. I want more of. And yeah, Fierce Char, let's do the... Yeah. No reason why we... Oh, no. Well, we'll give it a moment. Uh-oh. Well... Those two popular. I was thinking... of all the characters... Because all I was hearing was... Yetcher in the server. All I was hearing was all these people who really hated Philip. Skill enhancer Rue. What was it? Rueful Eventide. I wanted that skill name just because it's such a cool name. Oh, and where is it? The passives, Volatile Eagle, Wax and Pinion. I love that we get a name for it. Yeah, and that's that little animation where his glasses shine. Stigmatized. Okay, and it's down here, right? Blazing Strike. Heal 10 SP, lose 15 SP. But then this is 5 SP isn't so bad. 5 SP. I actually thought it'd be more. Defense skill not being Feather Shield. Yeah, that surprised me. It could have made 2 defense skills, but yeah. I just wanted to see the name Rupal Eventide. I don't pull on stream, so don't worry. You didn't miss any pulls. I did not get everything. I haven't decided whether I want to go for the full spark to get what I'm missing, but I might leave it for a little bit and see the actual impressions on everything. So mission. Oh, I really hope we get. We had those 2 seconds of theme 2 in. We had those 2 seconds of theme 2 in the trailer, and I'd hope we get to hear it a little bit more. Even just seeing this UI makes me happy. Oh, and okay, so it's a Dawn office. Do we get the? Well, thank you for the experience tickets. Do need that. I'll look at that in a sec. We get a. Okay, there we go. Was that Dawn office? Okay. All the missions. Let's actually look at these. I'm sorry, maybe my connection's not so bad. I can see my model like twitching a whole bunch. I'm not sure why that is, honestly. So Fairy Festival, 10 turns, Fairy Queen defeat a Fairy Mass. Fairy Mass. Single encounter 3. I seem to hear a vibrate. No, I'm not sure what's up. I could just be vibing. I got the Angel announcer. I'll let you know a secret. I got multiple Angel announcers. Suppression without any deaths. Oh, they're calling it suppression. Any allies dropping to -5. Inflict. Okay, inflict potency. Bleed, burn, defeat. Oh, defeat the. Okay, that might be a little tricky to do it specifically on like. Well, I guess if we get burn high enough and then just like leave the turn. Complete the suppression of the Librarian of History, surviving and taking less than 10 hits. That shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, it looks like we want. Without the Fairy Queen defeating any of the Fairy Masses. Breaking both the arms, inflict certain X plus potency. X plus potency. So I guess instead of X, that means we want over 20. Librarian of History defeats. Okay. Single attack skill. Okay, so that does want AoE, if not. Fill up. Complete all missions in both. Okay. Oh, I'm just hearing the sound effect. Oh, Crestfallen, welcome. Just that tiny little. I love it. Enter. Oh, it looks like the cards. I mean, yeah, the pages. Easy missions to theater. So will we get the story? Oh, I need to do that again. The fairies protect our employees. Everything will be peaceful once you're under the fairies' care. His stomach and face were ripped off, and his eyeballs and organs were damaged as if they were eaten by something. Meanwhile, the fairies had someone's blood and flesh smeared all over their mouths. Not even the background, I didn't even notice. Yes.
의뢰인가요?
Let's.
먼저 준비하고 있을게요.
I don't know what the. Oh, it's only 5. Okay. Let's...
준비는 항상 되어 있습니다.
준비되었습니다.
잠깐만.
주인놈 뜻에 따라 준비 완료.
Let's... The guy selected buff. Yes, that's what I'm assuming. I'd like to know what it is. So, okay, I wasn't expecting it to just be 5. I was doing the 6. So my original idea for this, was being able to get like some Pride Resonance and Wrath Resonance. We can try this. Well, let's just see what they're weak to, and then we can decide more. We're just doing like some burn and then some AoE. Suppress.
발목 잡지 않도록 최선을 다할게요.
I want to hear the music. Ah. Whoa. How are these green lights still green? Another unexpected alarm. We all react with measured astonishment, as we all grown rather used to the randomness of it all. It is unlikely that it has completely evaded the influence of T-Corp singularity. However, it can be said that this partial retention of color can be attributed to the fact that Walpurgis Night is a transitory moment in which numerous possibilities coincide. Makes sense? House nonchalantly walking up to the driver's seat and shutting off the alarm. Whoa! She's returned! This whatever night! Don Quixote and her eyes begin twinkling at the smallest bit of diversion after another long period of idle standby. It's all just become a part of the routine. Even mysterious things like these Walpurgis nights. Oh, an additional volatility, aside from the Walpurgis night, has been detected. An additional volatility? Indeed. The entrance to a new mirror dungeon is opened. Oh yeah, that. Heathcliff mutters quietly as he rises from his seat. Thought it was about time we got a new one. It happens every time we go through the bloody ringer. Didn't expect it to appear with the green flashes, though. Heathcliff likely struck the end of his club against the floor in visible anticipation. Oh! I didn't even notice. The word that was once engraved into his club had changed. I had actually wondered if that would ever happen. And I kept mentioning that I was waiting for like someone's sprite to change, like Ishmael getting her highlight back in her eyes, or maybe Heath losing his ring, but that's even better. A few days ago, I saw him sitting at the back of the bus, busily sanding and carving something into his club. And he did it himself. I didn't have to ask to know what he meant by that new word, so I decided to not bring it up to anyone else. Only Heathcliff and I retained that memory, after all. Thought I was going mad from the tedium. Come on, let's go bash some sods. Oh, nice. I like seeing some initiative from the sinners. Mist Faust? Indeed. Let us move without delay. Dante, bring us to the corridor past the back door. Oh, can you bring it? The background or my, EGM or my speaking voice? You, okay. Yeah, is this better? Or I guess I should talk. Testing. You're a little quiet. Oh, okay, weird. Weird. Okay, sorry, I have my normal settings. That's great. Okay, awesome. Thank you for letting me know. It was my normal setting, so... And obviously I can't hear what you hear. Looking jittery, I don't know. Higher Line God. I don't know what's up. I don't know what's up. I'll have to check. No, I'm as I said, I'm really excited. I'll have to check if something's off. Too hype, indeed. I'm very hype. No, it is a little. If it's too distracting, I can turn the model off or something. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Actually, let me check something. Yeah, it's wiggly in VSeeFace. Actually, give me one sec. I might try disconnecting for quickly and resetting. Is that a big problem? Kind of funny. Okay. But I should check. Oh, that still looks a little wiggly. 1 second. Always. Always. Everybody's favorite part of streaming, the on-tech. The on-stream teching. Okay, there's that. Oh no, it's so weird. Just give me one more sec to like look at my settings. Microphone, sorry, I'm just looking. So I'm just messing with my settings a tiny bit. I don't think this helps. Yeah, I was streaming just a... Okay, this setting, this will make me a bit slower, but it should take down the... You're doing a little bit, okay. There's the... There we go. Now it's more like... I'm a bit slower, but it should be less jittery. Okay. Back to the story, and hopefully we can at least do a little bit of fighting. Got it. I tried my best to suppress this uncomfortable feeling I had about Heathcliff's newfound enthusiasm. Something was off about it, like it wasn't just some optimistic passion, but I led the sinners to the back door anyway. Oh. 2 types of doors at once, huh? 2 new sets of doors, just as Faust had predicted. One set of doors was, as I expected, 2 metal doors resonant with the sound of wuthering gusts, a new mirror dungeon. And the other set of doors was... Are these... paper? Oh yeah, are they actually physical? Even just hearing the sound effects makes me happy. It's all sparkly. It was an unfamiliar door, radiating with an odd gleam of light. Technically, we did see the weird radio frequency like squiggly lines around the door before, but everything else about it was new. I guess this one doesn't connect to the Lobotomy Corporation like the last one did. Weird. I think I'm hearing... Yes! Please! Please! Is that jazz? Is this even a door? More like a window than a door, isn't it? Right. This new entrance definitely resembled a large window rather than a door. The window was blurry, and all I could see past it were some globs of shapes moving about. There appears to be several shambling entities past this entrance. Cal seemed to have realized something, but she didn't tell us what it was. Instead, she merely looked in my direction without saying a word. I was just adjusting the mic. I'm starting to get what she meant by that look. Guess we'll have to get in there to see what this is all about. Right, Faust? You are experiencing regular growth and capabilities. Faust considers this to be a positive development. Yeah. A field of green and a wall of tall, great trees appear before us as we enter the door. At this point, it'll take a bit more than this to surprise us. Ah, it's so nice to have our colors back for once, huh? Quiet. There's an abnormality. So these things were what we saw past the window earlier. We are yet to be discovered. I recommend that we prepare for combat, Manager. This time, the sinners didn't need to tell me what its nature was. It was pretty evident from the get-go that we'd be facing off against an abnormality by the looks of it. They stood on standby, ready to charge into battle at my command. But it's a bit different this time. So, Faust, I'm starting to get the hang of this Walpurgis night thing, and... Please, do continue. I think there's something different about these abnormalities. Can you explain why? Considering the nature of abnormalities, every encounter with an abnormality would be equivalent to an encounter with a summoned entity. Nevertheless, there exists a certain degree of difference when we encounter them in a refraction railway or mirror dungeon. That is to say, we enter a site once known as the Library, a building that inexplicably appeared above the former L Corp headquarters. Thank you. And this exact location is said to be a space that exists within a book in which the abnormality resides. The library? Where have I heard that term before? Some sinners talked about it, that's for sure. Quite. Yet the space is fairly distinct from the containment units we had witnessed before at one of the branches. It appears as though an ideal habitat has been established precisely for that abnormality's residence, a rather striking difference from the very limited space and unaccommodating environment provided by the containment units. Yes, you may compare this place to a terrarium. The abnormality inhabiting this place has transformed its environs to a form most suitable for its dwelling. There are some comparisons that may make it easier for one to comprehend. A fish would fill this space with water, and a worm would fill this place with soil. Gotcha. As long as the abnormality exists within this book, it can deck this place out with whatever fits its fancy, huh? It would be more accurate to say that an abnormality, once outside the confines of the Clyphod deterrence, can rebuild its environment to fit its needs. Whoa. That's kind of like free housing, huh? That's when Don Quixote was standing rather far from the group, was made aware of these revelations only after Merceau had relayed them to her. Book? Our journey hath brought us inside a book, thou sayest? The library of legend that vanished like a mirage for truth? Suddenly blew up with explosive enthusiasm once again. I will add a preamble in the future to prevent such outbursts. The enemies have detected us, Executive Manager. Yeah. Let's get this over with first. What does she know about the library? I want to know. Oh, scene 1. Zion? I wonder what the lore implications for being down. I know! That's one thing. I'm excited for when we get to get into the mirror dungeon. I want to see the new abnormalities. In case any of them are hints for what like next battle pass might be. Munch munch. Respite. No. Passives. Turn start. Heal 50% of max HP. Keep it fresh. HP does not drop below 1. Okay. Okay, we do have observation logs. Heal. Wing beat. Bleed, bleed. Passives. Turn end. If the ally with prepared meat is at 1 HP, kill the ally, then all parts gain 5 fragile, attack power down, defense power down. Turn start. If there's surviving allies at 25% HP, kill all allies, heal. No surviving allies, 20 attack power next turn. All sinners heal 10 SP in game. Okay, that's nice. That's kind for Sinclair here. Body. Let's find out, I assume. Wing beats, all slash. Leave you favored. Let's at least give a bunch of skill 1s. Actually, and hold on, what does this do? Skill slot +1, inflict double the amount. Oh, that's definitely built for you. I'm surprised. It's nice that they made it for all these different status effects, because it would be. I wouldn't even be mad if it was all for burn, since that is Malkuth's thing. Don't want to necessarily start. I guess we'll. Go for the neutral. Just find out what you're weak to. Hearing this music again. Thinking about ultimately, I do think that doesn't do anything. I do prefer Lobotomy Corporation's. Oh, and I like this background version of First Trumpet and everything. And got this. Okay.
당신의 판단을 따를게요.
This one actually feels a bit. This version actually feels. Oh, I want to see scarier to me, like a little more unsettling even. Okay, weak to slash. Okay, nice Faust. Oh, ineffective blunt.
이번에야말로
See, oh,
이
that was
싸움을 끝내주겠어.
that was fast. I didn't even get to see the transition properly. That's nice that it has an animation. Look at you in a sec. Do a blazing strike. That was so quick. They really have weak to slash, NB. I mean, these are probably ineffective. Sloth. I would not be surprised if you're just weak to everything Sinclair has. Predation, that doesn't do anything. Why don't you just go for that for now? I don't discharge. Do what? I wasn't checking. Level 45, okay. Sinclair getting 15 SP from the start of the librarian. It's nice that they, in some respects, I feel like it kind of makes the units a little better than, makes you think they're a little better than they are. But it's also nice to like get to try them out in their best, for the best case scenario.
안 뜨거워? 멀리서 말해도 들려.
Let's just get some resonance. Maybe. Let's try it. No.
완벽한 한 방을 위해.
No. No, Sinclair. I put my trust. Exit. Enter blunt. Nice, still good. We're fine. Start fluttering at 3+ hunger. You plus coin drop. 3+ hunger, coin power +1. If target is 5+ bleed, coin power +1. Okay, careful with the bleed there. You are getting. I don't want to use these yet. Favored. Well, that's okay. Our fierce charges. Yeah, I haven't really figured out what the strategy is here. I'm just. Get our bullets up. Faust. Get all our sanity up. Okay.
탈출 개체 확인.
Tiny wing beat. There we go. Almost. And stagger.
모든 결과들은 파우스트가 알아요.
Yeah. Oh. $15 fragile. Okay. Indiscriminate prioritizes. Let's actually see this in here. That is a screen effect. Queen's Decree. Inflict prepared meat to a random ally without prepared meat. Lead. Start fluttering. Prioritize targets with prepared meat. If target is 5+ bleed power, coin power +1, which isn't much with only 1 coin. The Ryu's coin. Coin power -5 for every broken arm part. All parts gain 2+ attack power, 1 for this. Okay. Are the Limbus servers exploding? No, it doesn't seem like they're in the best spot. I was having issues earlier a little bit. Partially, I'm taking my time. But yeah, attack power -50. Oh, it's. I want to look back at how this fight. I do remember the eating the little fairies a little bit. It's interesting to compare them. It's interesting to compare them to now having these Limbus mechanics being fragile. I haven't looked like how 9 bleeds. Don't want you clashing with that. I'd like to get you more tremor first as well, but this is inflict on random ally without prepared meat. We can just go into it. And I just want to double check these.
무언가에 맞설 용기를.
Okay, want to be able to burn a bit more. Some will burn all enemies, heal. Because I mean, I didn't play super extensively, but I remember having the server issues at the last, like, story drops. I'm kind of amused that this is Philip's even more powerful than every part of Canto 6. So we want Wrath Resonance. Lose 15. We'll save for better Wrath Resonance. I mean, you're not gonna get very much.
여전히 무섭고 겁이 나. 그러므로 멈추고 싶지 않아.
Look at that! I guess there's Mirror Dungeon and Philip and... in 5. Oh, we could get some Wrath Resonance here. I mean, more than some, honestly. Are we okay using it twice? Why not? Let's just go all in.
이 불 또한 예술의 황홀경이지.
$200.
이 격정 소리사.
40, there we go.
타올라라. 이 격정 소리사. 타올라라.
Oh, I got a Pirate Gregor too. There's a frat. Look at that burn. I think we'll just go for the regular kill. We can try and do some of the other missions. The 0-0. Everyone else just... pop off on the broken parts. Okay, now we're at 5. 5 times... Okay, right, it's the 5 That's fine. Matt. This is they have a max.
여전히 무섭고 겁이 나. 그럼에도 멈추고 싶지 않아.
탈출 개체가 정리되었습니다.
Oh, look at the pages. Oh, you know what? One thing I didn't actually look at was if he has any different sanity conditions. That was way harder than I expected. Faust explains that we find ourselves in the library's past. We are participating in a certain repeated battle within the library. Its purpose was to attain something called the realization of the floor of history. Yeah, sorry, I don't understand most of what you just said. Floor of history, huh? Are there other floors too? It appears to be the case, yes. It can be extrapolated from the collected intelligence that the library is, like some normal libraries, composed of several floors divided by the subjects such as literature or religion. Doesn't sound too different from your average library, but I doubt it's that straightforward. Anything more you can tell us? Anything more you can tell us more about that library, Faust? Something more detailed? Faust's voice carries an air of troubled uncertainty, and I'm starting to realize why. So, you don't know about that just yet, right? I see that you have intuited a certain degree of truth, Dante. I don't suppose there is any more reason for me to remain evasive regarding this particular subject. Faust let out a barely noticeable but clearly shocked gasp before regaining her usual calm demeanor. Yes, I'm yet to become a Faust who has access to that information. I mean, so we've been getting like huge hints about the sort of Faust hive mind. But I like that. I mean, they haven't, you know, like said it straight outwardly how it works, but we're at a point where it doesn't really need to be said. Or the Faust Discord server. I like that interpretation too. Faust didn't finish Library of Ruina. Oh, she got a little bit in there. He clearly got to early floor. I guess she got the realization, if she knows the realization is what they're working towards. But yeah, I do really like that. I'm not saying it outright, but kind of confirming suspicions, because you can't... We probably still have a while to go before... Like over a year before we get to her Kanto, so it's nice to just... not... It's nice to just... not kind of dangle that in front of everybody without ever advancing. Yet, to become. As your journey continues, I may also gradually gain recognition and access to further knowledge. One thing is certain, however. Faust regards this consistent, continuous improvement to be a positive development, Dante. I see. The longer my journey, the greater her knowledge, huh? Maybe that explains why she kept falling silent in the middle of her lectures. I've no idea how long this journey will last for, but... who knows? Maybe we'll find ourselves at that library one day. With that, I return to the sinners wandering about the scattered pages of the Abnormality. Why is my model so finicky today? Sorry. Come on. Apparently Apparently the servers are so broken, they've managed to... my tracking as well. Yes, my model is obviously stored on the PM servers. Come on. Okay. Let's see.
확실한 승리였어요. 돌아가면 저번처럼 홈파티라도 할까요?
Abnormality suppression successful. Perfect victory. Oh, a house party. House did okay. Yeah, there really just wasn't a whole lot of time for Otis to ramp up. But... can I would like to... okay, missions. I just like hearing the sound effects. We could use a flame all button at some point. If we're going to go by the Inferno, then we're gonna get to the library by Canto 85. This might not be the best to try and... try and claim those. Okay. If it takes that long, I'm okay. Because it does feel like the inevitable that we're gonna end up there somewhere, but I've always sort of been apprehensive about getting into this amount of knowledge this early, so I kind of like Faust being cagey about it. Faust not necessarily knowing. I mean, clearly they have some knowledge about Lobotomy Corporation, but there's so much sort of baggage that comes with knowing everything. I especially think of... we have characters that are heavily involved in the Smoke War, and... like, would they end up with the knowledge? If they can know everything, will they end up with the knowledge of Akuma, for instance? How's that gonna go? Maybe we'll up around a little bit. We won't get the levels, but yeah, I can't feel. What are we missing? Oh, Sloth? Yeah. Sloth does take out... well... not terrible for missing Sloth. Okay, yeah, let's try this. Let's see if we actually need the... because I can do the up to 45 levels. Although you are blunt again. Well, let's just have fun with the burn.
헌팅 커틀러리 준비 끝.
When I think about 85 Cantos, I just see how we always... like, even just with, like, the Walpurgis logo, they write it with Roman numerals. I think you can only do Roman numerals up to a certain number, right? I mean, we won't hit there, but... oh yeah, second warning. I always felt like these two warnings just sort of hit a level of... yeah, Google said... yeah, I was thinking it's somewhere in the 3000s. You can't write them, but you're gonna get crowded. Okay. Fairy Queen. Destructible. Just seeing. Okay, it's not telling us. Do we have anything new? Conditions unmet. I want to read the abnormality logs. You've prepared meat. And this time, oh, bottomless hunger. Actually, let's check your passives. If ally with prepare meat is staggered, kill the ally. If defeating an ally, gain fragile. Unit failed to defeat an ally with prepare meat, gain 1 hunger, gain 3 hunger. At 0 hunger, allies gain offense level down, defense level down at turn end. 4 hunger, gain a stronger pattern. Okay, well let's just see how well we can clash. Neutral favored. Who can hit that? Favored. Well, yeah, you can rotate through them more. Maybe we can break an arm or so. You got this, Philip. I mean, Sinclair.
낙인을 새겨드리죠. 이번에야말로 이 싸움.
I want to see the animation a little more. They're all doing things. Hunger. I didn't actually. Okay, endured pride. That's probably the right choice to make when we have Dark Flame and the Slash Pride team is so strong. But let's see. Now someone's gonna have to. We can take one of these. Control. I just went in with Blade Lineage anyway. Fair enough. I mean, quite understandable. Neutral. That's 40. Yeah, what is your offense level? 45. Although we are building up the ego resources really fast, it wouldn't be. You could bring something else out pretty quickly. I do want to save certain skills, but I do have the 10 turns. Just work on sanity a little bit. Neutral. Come on. You can at least... You should at least be able to take one of these. Let's just focus on... So right arm, left arm, 220. Focus on one of the arms. I put in the other one too. Only 1 coin skills. Even if they do inflict bleed.
순식간에 끝내죠.
일발장장.
And this one, inflict prepared meat to all malice without prepared meat. Target, okay. Like to get a bit more magic bullet. We're approaching a Wrath Resonance actually next turn. Don't want those ones going through. Let's burn. And what's on the body? Yeah. These should be fine. You do these ones. Let that go through.
시속하게 용건을.
Let's just combat start, so. And just keep working on breaking something.
순식간에 끝내죠.
Hoping sanity would be in our favor. Actually, I haven't played burn a whole lot. Look at it teleport.
나갈 수 없어.
That effect is intense. Predation, star fluttering. Okay, let's. Maybe do something like this. Have the ego clash. Yeah, I'm not a big fan about how they handle these banners either. Very Mass Devoured one. Especially, not removing dupe announcers is pretty right unopposed. Let's actually check your speed. Dominating. Yeah, and Sinclair, you do all of them. Keep your sanity up. Okay.
순식간에 끝내죠.
Let's do some wrath. Almost.
당신을 인도해주진 못해도
I wanna check out how the wing beat animation looks like.
이겨버리겠어. 이 경적 속에서.
Hey, nice.
타올라라.
We're broken. 58. I don't like gatekeeping key IDs. Exactly, same. I don't know if Sinclair's like... How does... I forget how 9.2 works.
맞설 용기를.
Hold on, sorry. Less resonance attack weight. Burn and passives, less affinity. Okay. I think they should replace seasonal Ds be available always on the spend. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't necessarily call Sinclair like... So far I don't think he's like key to making burn work from what I felt, but he's definitely like a good ID. I felt the other Walpurgis, like for the first one, I'd say Regret Faust and Meoso are both nice IDs, but not required. Your opinion on Maid Ryoshu? I like her a lot. I don't think she's broken necessarily, but in case that's broken, would like to work on the other arm. There's... If I wanted to get into it, there's a lot of stuff I would... like to change. Magic Bullet Fire... Yeah, let's just work on that damage. Sinclair's not gonna clash too well with these, but I might as well. She's good. I feel like... I mean, definitely want certain very good in Mirror Dungeon, just because AoE is always good for speeding stuff up, and Nebulizer is... always good, but it's like I put out like, I don't know, it depends whether you count like S or SS tier, but like A or S. Not broken, but very solid. Definitely one I would recommend, but and particularly for like Mirror Dungeon. And I like that you just having Pride makes her work well. With our Pride Resonance teams, Faust is key member of Tremor. At this point, I don't think she's like necessary to make Tremor work, but she is like a unit I would like. Still, out of all the Walpurgis units, she's probably what I'd recommend. One of the ones I'd probably recommend the most at the moment. Just because she's good for Tremor and also just works really well on her own, and as Tremor keeps getting better. Always good. This sounds like a machine gun doing that. Getting there. Yeah, we'll just ignore these. Mostly want to focus on these. And just double checking how much less resonance do we need? A 4+ attack weight +1. I don't think we want to use 2. But yeah, it's really nice how much ways she can manage on her own. Let's just do one of them. Actually, that one. What part has the most burn? 2015. 66. Right arm doesn't have a whole lot. Let's take it on left arm and sing. Here. Also, Ryosha's great animations. There we go. I didn't even check what turn that was.
확실한 승리였어요. 돌아가면
He's leveled up.
저번처럼 홈파티라도 할까요?
Yeah, if we're doing full burn, I'd probably bring the other burn. I'll probably bring some of the other burn passes. I need to think about what are the best passes for all of these. Almost did 50% of the damage. Ooh. Dark Flame is definitely useful here, as well as having a AoE attack, but she really wants a bit. You need a bit of luck with what skill she gets and being able to ramp up a little bit more. Okay, let's see what we get. Okay, so we still have to do this one. So I like that they're not forcing you to do it with burn. Single attack skill, okay. So you'll want to set up that a little bit more. So what do we have to finish? The defeat? That's not too bad, you just have to wait. And for hard, let Fairy Queen defeat a fairy mass in a single encounter. Okay, so I guess you stall for that a little bit. Defeat X plus 2 to 3 within a single turn. Okay, so again, this is all kind of stalling for this without defeating any of the fairy masses. That's okay, we can do that. Defeats X, we'll have to set that up. Yeah, I was thinking of playing the Mirror Dungeon, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to get through. I think I'll hold off. Let me just see, can we... let's at least like look at how... I have the storm, let's see what we get. Oh, look at all these. 7 Eagle Gifts for Starting Opal, Pain of Stifled Rage, Burn Bleed, Sour Liquor Aroma, Grandeur, Old... Yeah, what I'm most excited... I really want to know if any of these are like gonna be related to Dawn's Canto. Okay, so this is to unlock the categories. I will take that. Ringing of the New Year's Eve. These are all sheep. Sheep. I like sheep. Night Rain. Number of floor theme choices. Fighting Wind. Once a Blessing. No, I'm just... Okay, Blunt Eagle Gift, Pierce Eagle Gift category. Okay, that's more starting cost. Updraft. Okay, these all look familiar. 16! Wow, okay, 16 introduced at Ragged Umbrella. Once a Blessing... Oracle. Well, I assume these are all going to be data mined really quickly. Okay, 3 to 24. 28, 3 to 4 Eagle Gifts. Dust to Dust. Death Seeker. Distant Star. Fragment of Hellfire. Fragment of Learn. Okay, interesting. No, I'm just... Are any of these, like... windmill themed? And I just wonder, is it gonna be even harder to get Lunar Memory? Wintry Daybreak. The City, okay. They're all sort of Path of the West Wind. Easy Mist, okay. So are these similar, how you have to take the certain paths to be able to get them? So... Gift... I mean, people are just gonna be grinding, so I will see how... I will probably see what people recommend. These feel like they'd be useful though, without even knowing what they do. Night Rain. New Year's Eve, Sheepback Clouds. I just want to do the one that's called Sheep. One of the card packs I saw it increased rate of getting Lunar Memory. That's good. That's starter buffs, Ego Gift. I want to see, and you can see the stuff I never ended up with. Oh yeah, we saw the wings. Ooh. Full crown. Just needle and thread. Oh, look, there's the... Oh, nice. These are great because I do use the blade lineage team a whole lot. Get the event gifts. Sunglasses. Oh, that's Ahab's like peg leg. Theme packs. I think the idea of making them card packs is so fun. See them in here? Okay, so they're still blacked out here. This is so fun. I already... Like, how do you make something more fun than this for me? Created Gloom, Emotional Craving. At least we can really Vain Pride. There's definitely some of these bosses I wouldn't really want to go for. Don't love fighting Hurtley. I don't know, I might get sick of Dimension Shredder. Definitely don't want Steam Machine. Not a fan of the Bull. Probably do... It's not the same machine, gonna be dodging that. I mean, it depends what you have. If I'm bringing my Blade Lineage team, I might as well go for Kim for the Pride weakness. I mean, if Gossipium is here... That one, it feels unavoidable, taking a whole bunch of damage, just like building up the bleed, so I don't think that's gonna be great to do either. Not fighting the bull. Yeah, not the bull. No centipede. No centipede. Well, it depends what I have. If I have sinking, if I happen to have Rodion with me, Yechi and sinking. Just spamming Rhyme Shank does get you through it. Yeah, Steam Machine, Deep Sigh. that is everybody's. Who's that with? I think that's everybody's feeling when you run into Steam Machine. Trinello. That's a warning sign. Thrill, which I don't think I ever got when I was actually doing a Rupture team. Or what's this one? Faith? This is the one where it like always gives you max SP at the end. Never got this either. There is my lunar memory though. Just once. Yeah, okay. One day. That feels really good for Sinclair. The dream. Yeah, so I did get lunar memory once. But it was like it was towards the end of... It was towards the end of a regular run, so it wasn't that useful. But it was nice to know it. It exists, it can happen. And there's something else. I never got. Okay. There's a couple of these I never ended up with. Or else I just never bothered upgrading, doing like the trimmer run. I so want to know what the new abnormalities, but... Like, what's that? That looks cool. What's this? Okay, so I am probably gonna save doing a mirror dungeon just because I definitely don't want it crashing in the middle of streaming. And I'll probably try doing some of this more with a more, let's see, my burn. I still have to level up Ryoshu. You probably don't want to bring the AoE if you're trying to avoid fighting the fairy masses too much. But people seem to be working out at level 40. But I'll need to think who else will be the best. Yeah. Probably do want Holiday instead of Ebony Stem, ultimately. I wonder what abnormality lunar memory comes from. I mean, as the most powerful gift, it has to... It feels like it feels related to an Aleph. And also, because we have the whole moon theme, final boss of Limbus. I don't mind us not fighting out for a while. It feels like it's a nice hook to think about in a while. Same with, I was just thinking about passives here. Same with Greg's passive, because his 5 owned for Sloth, which is hard unless you're bringing somebody with, because our only real Sloth generation is Meso, I think, unless you're bringing him, but... And then 4th and subsequent coins. Lowest speed, 4th and subsequent coins feels not very consistent to get. But I don't really know what other... Actually, which other... reg would really work for this. I guess maybe the... You have the poise passive, don't you? Yeah. That's okay for this. Okay. I need to test the units. I want to see what people's impressions of the units. I feel like just from what we get, Philip, he does feel really, he looks like a lot of fun just from that fight, but you need to remember that he's getting a big bonus from the Floor of History bonus, so we'll need to test him out, because I do think Limbus does sort of incentivize speedy fights, and Burn normally is a bit slow. So I don't know how much he'll be picked early on, if it takes a few turns to get him going, as well as building up the burn. But we'll see. We'll see after people test him more, and I don't have a strong feeling on the ego yet. I'll leave it to other people to test more before I get a chance. I kind of feel like they could be setting up for the future, but then again, we have Soda with, what is it? Yeah, with the poise. And Honglu not even being able to generate any poise yet. But we'll see. I mean, I don't think, regardless, I don't think anything's a must-have. And I agree with what Helen was saying earlier, where I definitely have not great feelings about these units being locked away for so long. And also really important parts of team building, which is probably one of the most important aspects of this game, is making a working team. Being locked behind this event, but even little things they could do, like not dupe announcers, would be good. And mostly I want everyone to remember to don't let fear of missing out make you feel bad or anything. You can always borrow units. There's a lot of options. Because I get the feeling when you like put a lot of your savings into something and not getting it, it can feel pretty icky. But do your best. Take a break from the game and be healthy about that. I do feel, I mean, everyone knows I'm not a Gacha fan. I strongly dislike Gacha. So it's just the most important thing to remember, to be healthy about it and put the game down. Okay? And there are options you can borrow. I don't have every unit. I don't necessarily feel the need to have one, and sometimes building teams when you're missing can be nice. Does the grind? I don't, like, honestly, I don't even. My policy is as soon as I feel required to pay money, that's a good. I pay for the battle pass, but you want I really don't grind that much. I do the weekly hard dungeons and don't do much outside of that. I've been around I've played gacha games before. So I know the feel. I think some of my worst, I took, Granblue taught me not to spark. I have Granblue with like the free like 200 pulls and such. The roulette taught me a lot about you can't trust like averages what you're gonna pull, because I think I got like a 200 roll on like one of the, I don't remember which festival it was. And it's like 6%, so you're meant to get like a certain amount from the 6% of 200 pulls. And I think I got like 2 SSRs and 200 pulls one of those times. Probably there's never certainty, of course. You're a fellow Fire Emblem yes, I don't play Fire Emblem Heroes. I still like follow the accounts to look at the art, and I think I like watching the little music videos they put out. I think the little worlds they create are kind of fun. But I can't imagine picking up the game just in terms of the power creep. I really just wasn't having fun at the end, and I saved up for over a year for Marianne. I think I did like 1,500 orbs. And I got like 2 copies. And I mean, I still played for a while after that, but that feeling of saving up over a year, and then the unit I was trying to even make viable just couldn't. I mean, I was playing with her and I put a lot of like investments from other units into her, and just it wasn't working out. I couldn't even use her in the most competitive mode. The power creep, yes. Yes, the power creep. It's kind of funny to look at, because occasionally I'll go and glance at what's happening. I mean, yeah, the power creep, the way they sort of balance the game is introduce, at least when I was still playing, was like introduce a mechanic that was super powerful, and then introduce a mechanic that will a character that can counter that, and then introduce a character that can disable that counter. And now the descriptions. I know the descriptions are extra long because they have to have all the tooltips effectively. Yeah, game with copies. If they're not viable without copies. I'm so glad Limbus doesn't have copies. But yeah, I'll watch. I still watched like the little trailers that come out for them, and I really laughed. I think the Emblem Ike trailer was really funny, because he says something like, yeah, I float and glow blue, so what? And it's the little things that make me happy. But I'll watch Fire Emblem Heroes from a distance. Yeah, and then there's Fire My Friends. I do go back to Genshin now and again, but I play it for the exploration, so I kind of don't I definitely don't like a lot of the systems in there. But I just like I feel pretty okay because I can just explore and have fun and then put it down for a while and come back, and that's what I'm interested in, and I have the units to sort of make it through anything they throw at me, and don't participate in the higher level stuff, and I can just come back every few months when there is a map expansion. But yeah, it's very important to me that people are educated somewhat, just having a healthy relationship, and sometimes education's the most important part of that for Gacha. So that's partially why I don't pull on stream. I just don't like feeding into certain things like that. But there's still gameplay and story here that I really love. So it's difficult. I remember I probably talk about it in one of my Lobotomy Corporation videos. I think we're waiting for Limbus to come out, and I remember the actual reveal that it was a gacha. There's a lot of mixed feelings. I probably talk about that. Okay, so just chilling now. So coming up, I'm still trying to get back into... I'm still sort of busy with finishing some things up for school. I don't think I'll stream the rest of the week, but the things I really want to start and continue with, there's a little indie game called... Hold on, let me actually look so I don't get the title wrong. I'm getting my library. No Case Should Remain Unsolved. I've been wanting to play that, and that feels like maybe a one stream mystery game. But this looks like it's from a cool little indie developer. That's something I'd like to do. And then the other things I want to start are the Thaumaturge and Harold Halibut. I think they're on the... Yeah, Milk Inside a Bag of Milk. Yes, that's on the list, as well as maybe something that can be in that in the sequel can like just be one episode as I ease back into things. And then definitely going back to Fallout New Vegas and Gabriel Knight. It's been a while. But I don't have the schedule super worked out yet, but working on, when I just have these last few things finished up, we can figure it out. But it's been a while since... Oh, didn't you say Slay the Princess? Yes! Oh, thank you for reminding me. Yeah, maybe that should be before one of the longer ones, because that can be 2 or 3 episodes. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, 2 shots seems like a good... Such a backlog, and stuff that came out. Oh, and Master Duel, of course. And there's the sequel to The Case of the Golden Idol, which I'd definitely like to check out. I don't think that is a release date. So quite a few things. Yeah, maybe Slay the Princess should be a sooner thing. Thank you for reminding me. The backlog just keeps getting bigger. Oh, there's a big free update to the game. Do you think it'd be better to wait for that update then, Erlang God? Or is it better... I haven't watched the Fallout TV show yet, so I would like to be able to talk about that at some point. The backlog tightens its hold. That's a good one. Absolutely. The game's great enough to be worth playing now. It might be cool to see what changes. Yeah, maybe that, because I know a lot of people did. Yeah, let me see. Because that might also be a good experience for... Oh, I just realized you can see me navigating my Steam library. The cursor is still... I was just scrolling up and down it right here. Yeah, there is sometimes the experience of somebody having the extended edition. Okay, we'll see, because I don't know exactly. Petting Youth Club, exactly. I saw a game during Microsoft Indie Direct called Centum. Okay, well let me... I think Harold Halibut was meant to be like 12 to 15 hours. So that can just be a few episodes as well. Centum. Ooh, coming soon. Every why has a wherefore. You're trapped and you must escape. Is that really the goal? Santa. Oh, unreliable narrative-driven adventure. Yes, thank you. Yes, indeed. One of the things I was playing during Chrono Arc, I've wanted to play since I started streaming. The 1.0. I have it. I've had it for quite a while. You can pretend it's appearing right here because I'm on the page. Oh yeah, just released a few days ago. That's also a card game. Oh my, it's too much. I mean, one thing about streaming and having a live service game is it's nice to have something that keeps updating like this and getting to play on updates, but same with Master Duel, it just takes up part of the schedule. I don't think I'll stream it, but a game I was really enjoying and sort of took a break from and need to go back to is called Void Stranger, which is a puzzle game. And it's one of those that's hard to really talk about. I still feel like I'm barely scratching the surface of it. I know I'm fairly early, but it's super, super cool. What I have gotten to have absolutely loved what they've done with it. So if you like what's it called, Sokoban is what they're calling it, I definitely, even if you don't like it, if you just like puzzle games, it's super, super cool. But I'd super, super recommend checking it out. There's so much. Oh, now I was just looking at the page and like I need to go back into it. But I don't like. But definitely want to end Fallout New Vegas and Master Duel. I was doing some practice the other day, but okay. Read any visual novels recently? No. I haven't had a chance to play very much at all recently. Actually get that. Have you played Valhalla? No, I haven't. That's another one that's been... It's sort of been on the list for a while. Not like super high on the list, but I know people loved it. Sort of been on the list for a while. It's also... I also want to... Also, whether I stream it or not does sort of depend on whether it does suit being streamed, because not everything does. Heard of Unreal Life? I'm not sure. I'm not sure I've heard of that one. Okay. Oh, and there's I was waiting for it. Book of Hours. I don't know how good of a stream game it was going to be, but that was introduced to me, and I had it on my wish list forever, and bought it as soon as it came out. And that's also been sitting there, because it looks super my type of game, designed for me even. But it's cool, and I have to get my copy of Don Quixote and start that. Although I should also start reading Dream of the Red Chamber now, for Story of the Stone, I think. It's also called. I better start that now as well, if I want to get anywhere. Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah, going to yes, good, going to used bookstore. Always good to support that. Especially these classics as well, because they tend to be very accessible Also, I mean, if people have local used bookstores, even if you can't find them, there's some like international sort of book warehouse type websites where you can often find copies super cheap. Yeah, I'm glad to hear everybody's checking out their locals. I haven't looked yet. I also want to see if there's a certain translation I want to look for. Although everybody has their opinions on that. Okay. Thank you for just letting me ramble for a little bit there. It was nice to just chat. And also super nice just to see this story. I mean, I am very weak to the nostalgia here. But even so, I think that my favorite line is Gregor, is that jazz? That was for me. Oh, a tier list for the translate. Thank you. I will look. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you very much. That's perfect. Thank you. Yeah, even just the sound, just these page turning sound effects. Although, you know what we're missing? I don't think I heard a snap. I mean, it's Angela doing the snapping, but that would have maybe next time. You like jazz? Please bring back theme to it's nice that it's not forgotten. I remember how exciting it was when it ended up as the ending theme and then it got removed. And I will also try and figure out what's going on with my connection, because I need to check what was going on with the mic since there were audio issues at the beginning. Okay. But thank you for just hanging out with me for a bit. I hope everyone's doing well. I will try and figure out more regularly. No longer vibrating. I have to mess with some settings. We'll see if we can I'll see what I can figure out when I'm not trying to mess with it live. That's always a bit scary. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. I will see if I can definitely probably streaming something next week. And yes. Hope you're all doing well and have a lovely my screen. Yeah. Lovely rest of your week. Thank you all. See you later. Bye-bye.